Hey guys, it's me Delta One.
And I'm Mikey.
And we're here with the Airsoft Talk. And today's episode is going to be about projects, but first let's get on with some news. There really isn't any news, except for the fact that there's a wildfire by my house. But don't worry about it, we're safe. Anywho, this episode we're mainly going to be talking about projects and what we're building and what's coming up. And we're going to edit in some things and pictures so you can see, because we have it on paper here, but I'm pretty sure you just don't want me to show you, and then you just have to stare at it, and then I'll just edit in pictures that I take. So Mikey had an idea, but he forgot to bring the pictures, and I'll let him run it by through y'all, because I had some discrepancy with his idea, because of it actually may or may not work.
Okay, a while back I had a D-Boys SPR thingy, and the barrel length wasn't much longer than an M4, it was a little bit longer.
Dude, that was a full 500.
No, it wasn't.
Dude, I will bet you $1 million.
I will bring you the barrel.
Well, it's supposed to be a full 500. I don't think it ran all the way to the end of the barrel, though.
It did, but it shot fine, and it shot pretty accurately. And it shot about 350, 60 feet per second, which is an acceptable range for CQB games, too. My idea was, we could build like a custom DMR upper receiver, and then if you wanted to, you could take that off and put on the custom CQB receiver, or top receiver, whatever, barrel, and then you'd have like that gun, I forgot who makes it, but you can like switch it out and make it a sniper thing, but it wouldn't be a sniper, it'd be more of a field gun sort of thing, and you could just, without having to do a whole lot of modification, just switch it out and put on a CQB receiver on it. So that was my idea. I drew a picture of it, but I forgot to bring it, so yeah.
Anyways, didn't you have another idea that you wanted to do?
SVD bullpup?
Well, that was kind of my idea. Wasn't it? Or I've thought about doing that for a while.
I thought about doing a bullpup RPK.
I've thought about doing a bullpup SVD since last year.
Okay. Well,
so I guess we'll throw that out there. We're thinking about doing a bullpup SVD, and I know that there's a company called Smokies that made a kit for it. If I can find a picture, I'm going to try and link it in right here. Not even link it, just show a picture. It was really expensive, and it was really lame, and it was a mechanized trigger system, which was prone to failing a lot. So we are going to try and do that differently, and we're going to do it with a trigger switch and MOSFET. So here is my idea, which is, well, actually I'm going to talk about my other one that I don't have a picture for right now. But I know someone by the name of Killbucket. He's got a YouTube username. He makes all sorts of crazy, ridiculous things with PVC pipe. Makes miniguns, M2s, 1919 Shrikes, all sorts of crazy shit. And he had this way of making a box mag out of an ammo container. And I'm going to do something similar to that, but not use the same way that he does, if I'm correct. He uses an M14 magazine and the ammo channels into there. Have you seen his video?
I've never seen it.
Well, what I thought about doing is getting like a ammo container and putting like an RPK mag or a SAW mag in it, not just the internals, and building that and have the tube. If you've ever messed with a SAW mag, it's just like a little but metal tube, like a slinky, almost, but like more thick and rounded. And make that 6 feet long, make a fake bullet hose and extend the pressure switch wiring, and make like a backpack magazine, and for M4s, chop an M4 mag in half, shove it in there so you could work on the saw, and someone's like, hey, I need ammo, and you're out. Say like you're out of the game because you got hit, you just stand by them and be like, here's like 50,000 rounds, just plug it into your gun. So I thought about doing that to all variants of airsoft guns, AKs, M14s, you name it. So that was my idea. It shouldn't set me back more than like $150. So I'm hoping that'll work out pretty well. Then we have my next idea, which is, it's kind of been done before and anyone can really do it, but I really want to put it out there. Now, again, I'm not a fan of the M16, but I'm going to throw up the picture right now. So as you can see, it's a AK-47 to a M16 front end, which looks very unique. And Mikey is the one who drew this picture. So we don't know what stock exactly. What you see is a crane stock.
Yeah.
And Mikey and I have been trying to figure out the name of what to name this. I wanted to call it the AK-46.
It doesn't make sense.
So, yeah, we still haven't found a name for it, but we want to do that because we think it'd be pretty unique and just out there.
So you know, when I was drawing these pictures, I had to go off of memory. I had no way of looking at a picture or anything. So if they're not like 100% one-to-one scale, whatever, with the actual gun or whatever it might look like, that's just because I was going off of memory, and so you get the point.
Gotcha. So that's what we want to do with that M16 AK thing. It's something unique. We're probably going to stick to a full stock or something. We may take an AK stock or a full stock because of battery issues. Now, here's the next project. This is the Bullpup RPK. So we're going to throw that picture up here now. What we were thinking about doing, as you can see, it's got the top rail, the top handguard on there, where your handguards are, will probably either be a railed one or will just be like that, and we'll makeshift the sight. The front sight isn't on it as of right now, but that could be different. It looks kind of like a Barrett flash hider on there.
I was going to look for like an SBR flash hider.
It's not bad. So we're going to make something like that. We're not sure too entirely if the drum mag will work on there, but we're going to have to manufacture a stock. Although this idea will use the same MOSFET trigger switch system, and that's something we hope to accomplish on that as well. We also are having some boneyard items that are coming in that we're going to be fixing. So now that we've seen that, let me know what you think. Now on the next part of our business, guns, we still want guns. We have not gotten any broken M4s that we've been offered to buy. Please, if you have any broken M4s, is what we're looking for, because we don't want to just do AKs, because it's not what you want to see. And plus, Mikey needs to work on his V2s, because I don't like them. So anyways.
He doesn't like V2s, so he wants me to do them.
Yeah. So what we've got right now is we've got some, I want to give a big thanks to the Quebec, I think that's how you say your name. Sorry, that's not my phone in the background. He sold us a box of AK parts just for the cost of shipping because he wanted to help out with this project. I want to say thank you. I really, really appreciate it and all that good stuff. Also, sell us your broken guns, please. We want them. Please. No springers. Bolt action sniper rifles are acceptable. So, if y'all have any ideas about projects that you think we should try and take a whack at, PKMs or not, we just don't have the materials to build a PKM. I know someone left a comment. You know who you are. I thank you for your comment, though. PKMs are just way too hard to build. They're doable. They're just out of our range. So, Mikey wants to see more G36 projects. So, if y'all have any ideas, I had an idea of putting a G36K on the front of an AK, but he had a hissy fit. So, I don't know what his problem is.
I just don't, I mean, there's very limited stuff you can do with a G36 because it's a G36 and there's just, I mean, you can put rails on them, you can put grenade launchers and all that good stuff, but you just can't combine a G36 with another gun and have it look good or work good. It's just...
Mine did look pretty fair. I've seen it done before. Dude, you need to bounce back and forth while you talk.
Dude, I am not good at talking.
You're gonna have to get good.
What? Keep what?
You're gonna have to get good at it.
Okay.
Like, you need to talk more to the camera. Can't just be me.
Well,
you got anything you want to say?
I have nothing interesting to say. Like, if I could just, yeah, that's cool, yeah, or I could, sit here and, not contribute, just like I would be not contributing if I was talking stuff. I have nothing to say.
You got any ideas?
No. I'm not a creative person. I'm sorry. And I can talk about gear.
Oh, I got an idea. Other news. I've got a custom VFC RPK I'm going to be working on, as Mikey will so kindly hand me my VFC.
Oh.
That I bought, and y'all see the unboxing video probably before or after this. Just threw drum mag on there because I could. It shoots ridiculously fast, and I guess I'll make a separate video on that just because I can. VFC RPK, awesome. I mean, well, not RPK yet, but I'm probably going to take the body off this and throw it onto an RPK with the front end because it is a VFC design RPK. The front end will fit on VFC receivers. So we'll have one Bamtastic RPK. So, yeah, that's it. And Mikey's PDW, we're getting a different one.
Should come in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
We sent it a week ago.
2 or 3 weeks should be in. Yeah. It is mega diabetes.
Anyways, that's pretty much all I could think of that we have to talk about. Project, we'll start building them probably somewhere near the October, November area. Starting more refinements, blueprint plans, parts. We're needing parts. Trying to find parts is what's the hardest part. And if y'all have any ideas to help us out making the molds or the boot end of the gun, so what y'all saw in the pictures, any ideas of how we can make one would really help us out.
You're talking about the RPK, right?
And bullpup ones.
Yeah.
Any bullpup.
Just trying to figure out how to make the stock and the motor and all that stuff fit together for the...
Yeah, we have trigger systems figured out. You take a trigger switch and a MOSFET and wire it together. I want to thank the one guy, I'm sorry I can't remember your YouTube name, who sent me pictures of how it worked. I really appreciate that and all that. So I'm probably going to do that. And that's pretty much all I could think of. Really not much to say, but expect more videos out like this. I hope you all really enjoy this. Let us know. And we need a name for a talk show, or this little podcast thing.
I hate to call your ideas stupid, but, you know, we need something, like, kind of serious, you know, not something just like Airsoft Betas or, you know, I can't remember the other one, but the two most liked names I personally think are, like, not suitable for a show like this. I understand you're trying to be funny, but, you know, something's kind of serious, you know, something that doesn't, you know, no, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, guys, we appreciate all the help and the views and stuff. So, appreciate it. And that concludes this episode. Episode 2, the projects of what we got. And a little sneak peek. Custom BMG light machine gun in the next episode. We'll be talking about that. It's made out of a Barrett.
What